know, any dreams, any visions?
Yeah, man, for a better Earth. You know, that the Earth starts to run better, you know, because Earth is not running the way it should be running at the moment, you know. Yeah, lots of problems in planet Earth right now, you know.
Something for the kids, for the next generations.
Well, it's all about that, because if the Earth is not protected now, there is no future for the next generations, you know. In order for the youth them to inherit everything, we have to make sure that there's something there for them to inherit. So, you know, it's all about the Earth. We haven't got anywhere else to go. We have to live here. So yeah, it's about here right now, you know. Earth is everything, you know, when we stand on terra firma, you know.
So something for the elders too, because...
Well, as for the elders know that if they want their children to have a bright future, they have to look after Mother Earth. You know, it's all about Earth runnings, you know, because Earth vibrate from the center, from the mantle, you know, come right up, you know, to the crust, you know, the core, you know. Yeah, of course, you know.
We are in London, so you're showing me now your beautiful place where you grew up.
Yeah, well, actually, this is where I grew up. Here, this house here. This one here, this ground floor flat here. And my mother moved here in 1965. So I lived here from 1965 till 1986. You know, so this is where I spent most of my childhood, in the east end of London, DALSTON estate. So I've got very fond memories of growing up on this beautiful estate. Can you show the people the panorama of the estate, please? If I can just show you that gap over there in between the buildings. Can you see the gap in between the buildings there? The gap in between the two buildings there. Now if we could just walk over there so I can show you where my infant school was.
Here. It's your school, your primary school.
It's my primary school. This is where the education process started for Clappers Priest right here. I started at this school in 1966. It's a long time ago, you know, at the young age of 5. You know, so I came to this primary school, Shackwell Primary School, right in the heart of South Newington, London, you know.
Cool. So something for the Londoners, you know, and for the maybe something for
yeah, well, for the Londoners in particular, because of the capital and the history of London that's coming from the Industrial Revolution and what have you, because London really financed the Industrial Revolution, and industrial processes that led to capitalism are the order of the day. All countries follow these processes and these legal and industrial processes. So it's very important for London to really take a lead because of her position, because of the international position of the English language. She needs to take a lead in protecting the earth. Because if we haven't got an earthly environment, what will we have? You know? So we have to protect the earth for many, many different reasons, you know?
So something for the people logically of the world?
Well, you know, I mean, the population is 7 billion already. In my lifetime, the population increased by 3.5 billion. So within the next 30, 40 years, we're looking at a population of 9 billion. Population needs to be kept under control because it's only going to lead to conflict. And if there's conflict over dwindling resources, you know, and all the countries are trying to compete with one another over GDP and who can have the best economy. I mean, it's at the detriment of the earth. We need to protect planet Earth, you know?
So it's something that you want to say that is still in your heart, that you want to get out?
Yeah, well, you know what I'd like to say is that I still believe in humanity. I believe in humanity, but I don't believe in the capitalistic system, because the capitalistic system has reduced the majority of humanity to poverty. So there has to be a better way than this. And I think that if we get rid of this corrupted, deceitful, horrible system and put in place something that's much better and that much serves the people of planet Earth, I think that everyone on planet Earth will have a much nicer time, and the future for humanity on Earth looks more promising. But at the moment, the road and the path that we're taking doesn't appear to me to be very, there's no longevity to it. You know, we see already the collapsing of societies due to economical, you know, like we see in the Eurozone, for instance, what have you. You know, in my lifetime in England, there's never ever been full employment, and now we see the capitalists moving their resources from one country to Far Eastern countries where labour costs are a lot cheaper and what have you. I mean, I can clearly see that there's never ever going to be full employment anyway, which only means that if there's never going to be full employment, it means that there's going to be a lot of poverty, and that is not an ideal condition for humanity. So that doesn't suit me. It doesn't make me feel happy. In fact, it brings sadness to my heart.
So, any solution to stop all these wars and all these conflicts?
The only solution is that we have to get rid of the system, because the system actually makes wars, because by making war is actually the biggest profit maker. War is what makes the money. So
power to the people.
Yes, because there's going to have to be a war anyway to stop the warmongers from going on warring.
Cool. All the power to
more power to the people, you know?
Yeah, wicked man.
Strength, you know?
Super.
Yes.
Your website, what's your website?
Yeah.
So if people want to get in touch with you,
or
want to know something about you.
You have to Facebook Clappers Priest, that's CLAPPER Priest, PRIEST, Facebook.com, Clapper Priest. Cool. So you can always link me on Facebook.
Any website? You have any website?
I don't have a website at the moment, but when you see my CD, or if you go to Clapper Priest...
Are you a SoundCloud also? SoundCloud?
I'm on Bandcamp. So if you go to Bandcamp, Clapper Priest Bandcamp, you can download my CD. Please donate. The donations will be used to help me to spread my positive message around the world.
Wicked. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you very much, sir. It's a pleasure.